Let's get back to the main reason we're here today, and that's to talk about UFC 277 this weekend in Dallas. On the phone with us right now, headed back over to Dallas, Alex Perez. Alex, how are you?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
We appreciate your time. Obviously, Wednesday, just the start of another fight week. How do you look at this week? How do you get through the next couple days?
Just business as usual. You know, you got media, you gotta do photos, videos, things like that. Get training in for me is just another day.
Do you look at this week, and I've always used this analogy that to me, it's kind of like the last week of school. And, you're counting down the days, you're counting down the hours, and summer vacation starts on Saturday.
Yeah, actually, that's a good one because obviously our day we're waiting for is Friday to weigh in and then refuel for Saturday. So that's just basically what I'm doing now, just waiting. Weight's good and just ready to get on the scale.
Well, and then let me even change that to the fight is your reward, and then the start of summer vacation is Sunday when you can go out and enjoy, whatever your favorite food is or whatever you haven't been able to enjoy over the past couple of weeks or months.
Oh, that's true. I spent an extra day actually just to eat some barbecue out here.
Barbecue's good there too, as you know. Speaking of barbecue and food, I love asking this question. It's how fans can get to know you a little bit. You're going to invite 4 people over for dinner after this weekend when you can eat, living or passed away, real or fictitious. It can't be, fighters from the gym. It can't be family members because that would be the obvious. What 4 people are you going to come over and have food with?
Man, I have no idea. I honestly, man, that was a hard one.
Typically, fighters don't want to talk about fights. They want to talk about other things. That's why I threw that one at you.
Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, that's the first time anybody's ever asked me something like that.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll take that as your answer then. Awesome. Give me your thoughts on your opponent.
He's tough. He's one of the best guys in the division. He's on a 2-fight win streak, beat 2 top guys. So I'm excited to prove myself against him.
When you're preparing for a fight, I know that, some fighters, we just talked to the other Alex a couple of minutes ago. Some fighters watch videos, some don't. Some have their teams watch it, some don't. And I always, throw out, is it what they have done or what they can do, or is it more what you're going to do and what you're going to provide on Saturday?
For me, I mean, I watch a little bit of film. You just have to be, for me, I just have to be worried or caution of what he's good at. So I like to watch film a little bit, see what he's good at, what he likes to do, and honestly, my game plan is to go in there and just kind of freestyle it. You kind of go, like your body takes over, your mind takes over at a certain point in time. So as long as you know what he's good at, you can try to avoid it as much as possible. But I mean, it's a fist fight, so you're going to run into something
that you're not expecting.
Yeah, unexpected. Sometimes I've fought people before, and they're like, "Oh, this is going to be a game plan," and then second round, third round, you're like, "I have no idea what the game plan was," or, "Oh man, this is way different than what we thought."
What is going through your mind, as you're walking to the cage, in previous walkouts, because you don't know what it's going to be on Saturday, and 2, in the middle of a fight? I mean, are you thinking, or are you just, it's just flowing and you're reacting?
Usually going to the fight, I'm like, man, am I really going to do this right now? I'm going to fight for all these people. And in a fight, my body just takes over. I really just kind of autopilot, and my training takes over.
Every time that you guys have fights, whether it's at the Apex, whether it's at the casino back in the day, there's fans there getting autographs, getting pictures, and, getting items for their collection. I'm curious, what do you collect, if anything?
For me, the one thing I collect are wrestling shoes, actually.
I thought you were going to say wrestling, and then that we were going to talk about WWE and all that stuff. But you just collect wrestling shoes of yours, of family members, of who?
Just all different types. They just like any other sneaker, they make some for a certain amount of time, and then they discontinue them or they take them off the market. So I got a few pairs that I'm doing that with.
That's cool. We've never had anybody say that. Go.
Hey, Alex, this is a post a long time ago, back February 11th, but it refers to when your fight was called off because you missed weight by 2 pounds. And what have you learned from that experience? We've always been critical on this show about, as a professional fighter, you have one job, and that's to make weight. And we understand the strategy of why guys try to go up and bulk and make a better advantage when they do cut. But what have you learned from that experience, and how do you think it's going to make you better for this fight?
Honestly, that you just can't control everything. Sometimes the body just doesn't agree. At that point in time, before I missed weight, I had 5 to 6 cancellations of fights. So it was a whole year of training camp, my body going through a yo-yo and stuff like that. And then, obviously in December, before that last fight, I made weight, but then Matt didn't make it to the fight. So, like I said, it was just, you can't control everything. You just kind of just learn, kind of accept it, and go from there.
Because this week we saw William Souza on the Contender Series miss weight by 10 pounds. So, is that just not even trying? What do you think was going on in that camp?
Honestly, it's hard to say just because you don't know what the guy's going through. I mean, there's no excuse. This is part of our job. And at the end of the day, like, the public eye or no one really cares what happened. They just see the end result, or you didn't make weight. So I can't say if he did or didn't try. Who knows? He could have been sick. He's traveling from a different country. Like, look, things like that are big things in the weight cutting. So, I mean, like I said, it's not saying miss weight by that much, but at the end of the day, for me, it's like, man, you really got to get down to control.
Saturday night, UFC 277. Alex, what can the fans expect to see when you get back in there in that octagon door shots?
They can expect a war. Me and Pantoja have a great style. Both come forward. We both like to stand up. So it's gonna be a good fight. I'm expecting I'm expecting a performance of the night. But it could be definitely a fan favorite fight.
Going to be good stuff for sure. Thank you very much for your time. Have fun on Saturday. I know that we have your address. We're going to mail you a care package from 8 Man Strong, as well as a package from Right to Trek. Really cool food that come in these bags that you can eat at home. You can eat while you're camping. So you'll get both of those packages in the next week or so.
Sounds good. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for your time.
Wow.
Alex Perez, back in the octagon on Saturday.
People don't understand how hard it is to make weight. I mean, and I agree with Alex. Like, I wake up some mornings like, oh, I'm gonna wake up 3 pounds lighter tomorrow, and then I'm like 4 pounds up. I'm like, what happened? All I did was sleep. I didn't put anything in my body. So I get it.